As our reporting continues to uncover disturbing details about a 10-year-old boy's death, neighbors tell us the warning signs were obvious.
Heartbroken. Makes me feel like I could have done more.
Denver 7 starts right now.
This little boy should be alive. He should be looking forward to his 11th birthday, to his first car, to the rest of his life.
Instead, his distraught mother is planning a funeral and fighting for change in the system she says failed her. Thank you for choosing Denver 7. I'm Ann Trujillo.
And I'm Jason Grenauer. Ty Tesorero's story is resonating. Since we first exposed the circumstances surrounding Ty's death, we've gotten the attention of the Department of Human Services, of the governor himself, and of thousands of you who find this story just as disturbing as we do.
Tonight, Denver 7's Jennifer Kovaleski continues her reporting. And Jen, people are telling you they knew something was wrong long before Ty's tragic death.
Ann and Jason, just this summer, neighbors tell us there were obvious warning signs. Cries for help everyone seemed to ignore. This family tried to call DHS, but didn't have all the details. They, too, can't understand how the system failed Ty.
This is the letter that Contour 39 put on our doors telling us about this.
Lee Woods woke up to this letter on his front door, alerting him to a fatal incident at his Lone Tree apartment complex. Keep in mind, this is 6 days after it happened.
Didn't hear nothing about it until yesterday.
Woods would later learn the heartbreaking news.
And when I talked to my wife, I said, yeah, it happened right here in the complex. Look it up. So she looked it up and then called me back squalling. She said, Lee, it's Ty. His daddy killed him. That's the way we found out.
10-year-old Ty Tesorero's father killed him and then turned the gun on himself. Hours before, he was going to lose custody of his son. The same little boy his wife and 2 sons first met over the summer.
Never met the father. My boys, Kobe Dean and Kane, would be at the pool. He would come in.
This is when Woods says the first warning signs surfaced.
Every time we seen him, he was always by himself.
He says Ty was always alone at the pool, something that concerned his wife Gail, so she decided to tell apartment management.
They had problems, complaints with his father and Ty. About Ty being left by himself. Said that they would reach out to somebody.
It's unclear if anyone ever reached out, but Woods said his wife then started exchanging text messages with Ty, where he confided in her that his dad would lock him up in his room.
But he was worried about his daddy finding the text messages that he was sending Gail. He wanted to see his mother, but he was told his mother was on drugs and she was in Hawaii.
More lies from Dad and text messages they now see as cries for help from a 10-year-old boy trapped in an unspeakable situation.
Heartbroken. Makes me feel like I could have done more, which I didn't. Even if it doesn't seem right, if a kid reaches out to you, you need to listen and talk to somebody for that kid. Don't just let it go to the side.
Ty's memorial service will be held next Saturday at 3 p.m. at Logos Central Chapel in Centennial. Ty loved animals and his favorite color was red. So they're asking people to bring stuffed animals and wear bright clothing. They then plan to donate the stuffed animals to a domestic violence crisis center. Ann?
Jen, this is all just so heartbreaking. So who's investigating this? What's next?
Those are really key questions that we continue to ask. The state is looking into what happened, which they are required to do by state law in cases like this. The findings of that will be made public. The family is asking for an independent investigation into Ty's death. The governor stopped short of calling for one, but says they are watching this closely, and we are going to continue to push for answers and much more to come.
Absolutely, we have to. All right, Jen, thank you.